Maggie, and welcome to my channel about paper crafting. And I'm back for day 2 of the 30 days of sketches with Christy's beautiful life, I think it is. Anyway, and this is the second sketch. It's by Maggie Blethen. Sorry if I have mispronounced that, I'm really bad with names. This is her sketch. So we have this lovely double border on the outside and the sprays of flowers, a title, 2 photos and a few embellishments, and journaling. Now I've only got the one photo, so this is my photo. My husband and daughter went one day to the shops. He went for a haircut, and then next I know they're sending me this photo of them having been to the ice cream shop and had ice cream. So I'm going to scrap this because it was really funny. They thought it was hilarious that yeah, they had ice cream and the rest of us didn't. So anyway, that's what I'm scrapping. And this is the paper I am using. Now I pre-selected for my days, for days 1 to 31, I just got paper for each day, put them a few sheets together that went together, and then numbered them. So in my tote next to my desk, I had these papers in number 2, and whatever happened to come up number 2 sketch wise is what I use. There was a few days that it was really obvious I needed to change the papers, and I did that, but I think that was only for 2 days. And the rest were I'm using whatever the sketch is, they're the papers I'm using. So for this one, I thought what I'd do is use the stripy as my base paper. Now these are both from Cocoa Vanilla More Than Words collection. I don't know if it's got a date on it. 2017. So that's going to be my base paper, and I think I am going to matte it on the yellow, and then I'm going to use the floral piece as a matte for my photo. But then the embellishments I'm going to use, I've got so much to choose from. I just randomly went and picked a heap of stuff. So I'll show you them in a minute, but the border, these 2 border pieces, what I'm thinking of doing is using the same yellow cardstock that I'm going to matte the page on and cut 2 squares out of this, one slightly smaller than the other. So I'll end up with 2 frames, and I'm going to put them on the page and see how that works for that element on the sketch. And then embellishments. Oh my gosh, I went crazy. I just went picking in my stash. So first of all, I looked at my digital files, and I have these ice creams. So I went, well, the photo is ice cream, so I picked them. The colours suit the papers, so I thought, well, they're fine. I'll cut them out and add them. And then I needed flowers for the, well, I still want to put flowers on it. You don't have to use flowers on the sketch. Use whatever you want. So I had these downloads as well from a kit I used to get, Kitaholic kits. And these were a couple of different months downloads. So I'm going to fussy cut some of these, I think, and use them as my cluster. I also have these flowers, which are more native Australian. I think these are a Kaiser Craft. I'm not really sure. I think I got them from Kmart. They could even be Kmart brand. They're slightly glossy, but they have pink flowers in there. So, like, I don't know if I use the Waratah, but these sort of flowers match the sort of style of the Cocoa Vanilla flowers a little bit. So I could get away with using them. Now I don't know whether they're going to make it to the page or not. I just grabbed out everything that might work. So I've got those to choose from. Okay, what else? I have in here, this is Jen Hadfield. There is some nice floral clusters in here as well that I could use. They sort of match, and then some bigger ones as well. They sort of match with the same sort of what's it called, foliage, flowers and foliage, so they might work. What else have I got? I've got some Minte Vacation die cuts, and I noticed that there's an ice cream in there, a couple of ice creams and different ice blocks, so they could work. They also have flower clusters, but they're more tropical, so I'm not sure they will work, but definitely the ice creams I could use. Jen Hadfield Puffies. I think I got this out for the little photo. No, what are they? Flowers, little flower clusters. There's no ice cream in there, unfortunately. My heading is going to be from, this is Pink Fresh Happy Heart line, and unbelievable is going to be my heading, because I think it was unbelievable that they went and got ice cream and then sent me a photo of it and didn't think of anyone else. This is from Snap Simple Stories planner sheet. I kept it because I like the icons on it. So this flower cluster here interested me. I could cut that out as well. I have some Cocoa Vanilla These Days and Sun-Kissed wood buttons. There's a sun on there which goes with the ice cream summer sun. There's a nice flower one there. So sweet. There's a few different ones in there that will work. Hearts, because I just thought, oh, they're nice. Let's just add them in. Simple Stories Puffies. This is a gardening range, but I saw I shouldn't point with that finger. That's really bad. I've been told off by my husband all the time for pointing with his finger. Naughty, naughty, naughty. There's a sun and a rainbow and a few little flowers that I thought might be sweet. They might not make it to the page, but hey, why not? And then this one, Sun-Kissed, again, the rainbow and the sun, another rainbow, some flowers. I thought, well, they sort of go with a theme. Then I have a Dear Lizzie. Now these are old. Priorities was what I was going to use on this, just that little one word sticker. I think, anyway, in my head it works. Simple Stories, Bits and Pieces, Good Stuff. And in here, there is something. There's some flowers. I'm not sure what else I was going to use out of there. Maybe I thought the flowers were the right colour. The sun. Yeah, I don't know out of there what I was going to use. Who knows? Anyway, moving on. Free Spirit Cocoa Vanilla. This is an old range. Priceless. That flare is a good one. Just some enamel dots from Pink Fresh in the right sort of colours to blend with this. And again, Free Spirit from Cocoa Vanilla. I was going to possibly use some of these words. Smile came to mind because they are smiling or happy, not quite the right colour. Wonderful or fabulous, they all work. Then I have Uniquely Creative. Creative Cuts. I don't know what range this is from. Summer Holiday. And I think there was like a watermelon and a sun. And I'm not sure if there's an ice cream in there. Don't know. I'd have to look through that. But I pulled that out as well. And then we have Jen Hadfield with just some flowers. I wanted some like bigger bases for my embellishments, clusters top and bottom. So there's some lovely flowers and some foliage in there that'll work as well. Then, last but not least, actually one more, 7 paper, Studio Calico 7 paper phrase stickers. And there was a few in here that I could use, like, huh, and that happened. Yeah, there's some other words. They're really hard to read, the gold on the pink, so you've got to get at just the right angle to read it. So I don't know if they'll make it to the page. They might be too bright, but I added them in. And then I just saw these in my stash, Teresa Collins label stickers. And they're just, I thought would be really good for bases. Like if I had a little cluster, something to base it on. So they're just pink blush edges. I don't know how to use it. There you go. It's like a little booklet of just stickers. So I thought they might be nice. Stop saying for basement. No, what are they? Cluster bases. So that is what I have to play with. Now that's a lot. So it's going to take me a while to go through it and work out exactly what I'm using. So I will be back with the things I've decided to use and where I've decided to put them. So hold tight. Okay, so I'm back with, I think I know what I'm doing on this layout. So what I wanted to talk about first up is these little frames I've got here, which is representing these on the layout here. Now the way I did it was I got the piece of yellow cardstock like I'm using on the batting. Whoops, hang on, things on my desk are falling. Timber. Okay, and that's a full 12 by, no it's not. Where's the 12 by 12 bit? Did I cut? Oh, I cut some off, that's right. I cut it down. I cut the 12 by 12 down to 11.5 by 11.5. And then I cut 1/4 inch all the way around to make a frame. And then I put this on the page and went, oh look, it's too big. So I put that aside. And then the bit that was left, I cut another 1/4 inch frame. And that is this one here. And then I did the same. So this one is slightly smaller than this one. And I'm just going to lay them on the layout so they actually don't stick out now. They're actually smaller than the layout. And they're going to sit something like this. But then when I was planning the layout, these frame things at an angle, when I kept putting the photo on to work out where it's going to go and what I'm going to do, it's like, I couldn't tell whether it was straight. It was so doing my head in. But anyway, so I'm going to put the photo on and then put the frames on because then I know the photo is straight. But what I'm left with is this square of cardstock. So if you don't have a die cut machine or a silhouette or something that you can cut out your frames, then easily do it with your trimmer. I just used my trimmer, lined it up at the 1/4 inch mark and then just cut up to the 1/4 inch and then just all the way around. So easy to do. So I think I've worked out what I'm doing, and what I'm going to do is now arrange and glue at the same time. So I'm probably going to speed this up and you can just watch as I put the page together. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. I don't know what he's barking at. It's probably me. Probably barking at me. It's like 10 to 12 p.m. It's nearly midnight and he's barking at something. So I can only assume that it's me. Probably hear me talking and go, what are you doing? So anyway, I'm going to speed this up, I think, and enjoy the music. Now, talking about the music, I know not everyone likes the music, and the volume on some people may be a bit loud. So just mute it, turn it down. I don't mind if you mute me at all and then just watch in silence. That's okay with me. Alright, so now I'm going to speed you up and put on some music. Okay, there's my finished layout. I think it looks quite okay in the end. So this is the sketch again. Well, I've lost it. Hang on. This is day 2 of the 30-day sketch challenge with Christy's Beautiful Life. And this sketch was created by Maggie Blethen. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing it. And this is my interpretation of the sketch. So if you saw a bit of a blooper here. Oh, I forgot something on my eye. Oh no, what am I going to use? Okay, I glued the sentiment down, and then I thought, oh, maybe I should move it over. There we go. Now our eye has a dot. There's no more yellow or orange on here. It's a small one, so I used a blue one. And then I realised that I should have moved it over because it was going to be over here too far. And then, so I did move it, and then the glue was showing where it was, and then my adhesive eraser didn't want to erase it. So I went, oh, let's use one of these. I've lost them now. Where are they? The Teresa Collins stickers. They came in very handy. And then I just put the sentiment on that. So I used a mix of flowers on this. Didn't stick to the one thing. So out of all that stuff that I had out, I didn't use a lot. I used these, what are they? Pink Fresh enamel dots at the end. I used the digital file from, sorry if you can hear that noise in the background, from Kitaholic Kits. Digital Elements. I cut out a few flowers because when I came down here, I put my stems too far out, like up and side, so I had a bit of a gap and you could see the stems. I need to add more flowers, so that's why I had to use them. I also used the flowers from Jen Hadfield from this I can't read that, it says Peaceful Heart Ephemera Flowers. So I tried to use these, but I didn't like the big amount of white around the leaves that you could see. So I took them off and used these ones, which I think, you should see in my desk. What an absolute mess. These ones are in this container, which I don't know if they're Kaiser Craft or they're, I got them at Kmart anyway, so I don't know what brand they are, but I use them. The flowers from these, not all of them, I have the rest of them here, but I used that. I didn't use as many of the puffies as I thought I would. I didn't use anything from these two. What I did use, obviously, was my 2 ice creams that I printed out. And then on here, I used, I think it was the blue arrow, because I've got, I wanted to put the start. I didn't have a hashtag, and I couldn't bother going to find one. So I wanted that to sort of represent the hashtag unbelievable. That they went and bought the ice cream and didn't ask if anyone else wanted any. And then the arrow, because it's unbelievable what they did. Out of the uniquely creative cuts from the summer holiday, I used these little blue flowers. What else do I use? My heading, like I said I was going to use, is from this Pink Fresh Happy Heart. Unbelievable that is unbelievable was in there. It's so good. And then my smile I used from Cocoa Vanilla Free Spirit Puffy Words. So there's not a lot else. That's it that I used. So yeah, that's it. There's my sketch again that I was using, day 2. I think it turned out really well. My journaling will go down here. So thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, give it the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit the notify bell so you know when my next video goes live. And thank you so much for watching, and have a scrap happy day. Bye bye.